What's going on everyone, TomGorian here and welcome back to another F1 22 League Racing video. Today we're getting ready for round 12 of the RFL Season 8 Xbox Championship, the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, or for simple-minded people, the San Marino Grand Prix at Imola. It's pretty much the circuit that Ayrton Senna and Roland Ratzenberger died at, pretty much, if you're a simple-minded person. Anyways, continuing on. Today we're getting ready for another round of the RFL Season 8 Championship. It's the Imola Grand Prix, and practice actually went quite decently, to be honest. I only did like 5-6 hours practice on the day of the race, and yeah, practice was absolutely great. I mean, in qualifying we were pretty much doing low 16s, 16.2, 16.1s, even 16 flats. I think I did 2 laps where I did a 16 flat, but I couldn't break into the 59, so I was hoping, maybe with a bit of luck in this, in qualifying today, that we could maybe get a high 15, but practice was really good. Coming into this race, we're pretty much just going to be on the back foot here as we go through the championship standings. We're currently in P6 with 53 points, 4.5 points behind our teammate TM Kirby, because the last race was cancelled, and they only gave half points for qualifying. In the constructors, we're in second place. We're still behind Williams, only 19 points, 18.5 points away from Williams. So hopefully if we get a good result today in qualifying and in the race, we should be able to close the gap down as we enter the halfway stage of this RFL Season 8 Championship. Casual links, Twitter, Discord, the YouTube channel will be all in the description if you want to sign up and join us. We're already starting to talk about RFL Season 9 for next season, and obviously we're talking about crossplay, so follow us on Twitter, follow us on Discord, and subscribe to the channel, both this and the RFL channel, for live updates as we exit Season 8 and enter Season 9. But commentating on this qualifying lap, qualifying was a bit of a disaster. I mean, the first lap that we did was literally did a 16.9, and that's 7 tenths away from what we were doing. And as we come across the line to finish this final run, we're pretty much on the back foot. We were in P8 for this qualifying session, and we exit the final corner. I think we are 6 tenths up, I believe, as we do a 16.4 for our final qualifying lap. That puts us P4 on the grid, and it's disappointing to qualifying. I mean, we were literally doing high 16s. As you can see, Sora literally did a 15 there, and Sora's pace in today's race is absolutely insane, and it's unfortunate that he didn't win this race, but he literally had the pace to pretty much win. He literally does 15, while Scott and Adam literally do a 16, and then I'm ahead of Fapid. I think Fapid made a mistake, but I think Fapid could have got a high 16 maybe. Me and Fapid were literally exchanging times in qualifying. But yeah, as we start the sprint race, it's actually raining for intermediate conditions. So yeah, 5-lap sprint race in the intermediate conditions around Imola. We did some intermediate practice, so I did have a setup going on, but I was unsure if the 50% race was going to be intermediates or dries. But getting ready for the sprint race here at Imola. It's round 12 of the RFL Season 8 Championship. It's lights out, and away we go. It's a slow start for all of us there. Sora bogs down, and he loses position to Scott and also Adam Lee. Is going to try and go around the outside into Sora, in towards turn 1, breaking at the 150 meter board. We give him the room there, but there's a little bit of contact there, and unfortunately he spins us off, and as you can see there, we lose the back end also as well. But just commenting on that accident, he pretty much didn't give us any room. We didn't really have anywhere to go, and in the party I was with Scott, Kirby and Angelissimo. As you can see, the Ferrari ahead, I was just saying to them how I didn't really have anywhere to go, and there wasn't really that much I could do, and yeah, nothing happened pretty much in the Stewarts. But as we cross the line, Scott wins the sprint race. That's 3 extra points for him. He's second in the championship, so he needs to start fighting back. Sora fights back to P6, but we finished in P4 just behind Angelissimo and also Adam Lee as well. And pretty much nothing happened in the sprint race. It was just 5 laps, so yeah, just nothing really happened in the sprint race, unfortunately. But as we enter this 50% race here, we're going to try and go for the win here at Imola. Make sure to like the video, share, comment, and subscribe for more F1 22 league racing content. I'll be posting RFL races and maybe even XCR races if they're good every week, and hopefully my team should be coming back very soon. But on the grid, we get a purple position for the grid. Adam Lee has actually went on soft tyres, so Adam Lee kind of fucked this pretty much. He's on softs, everyone else is on mediums. But anyway, getting ready for 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go for the San Marino Grand Prix at Imola. It's a decent start there from us. Vapid is absolutely, he's dropped position there. Obviously, him and Kirby pretty much had a collision on the formation lap, and yeah, they had to start from the back. Well, they pretty much got disqualified from the formation lap, but we hold position. It's P4. Scott retains the lead. Angelissimo is in third place, and for some reason, yeah, in the first 4 or 5 laps of a league race, I just get really nervous as we try and go down the outside of Angelissimo. We don't have the speed right now to carry as we enter sector 2 right now. But as you can see, Scott's in the lead, Adam second, Angelo third, Checo is in 4th place with Sora coming on in 5th place. As we begin lap number 3 of this San Marino Grand Prix, or the Imola Grand Prix, let's just call it the Imola Grand Prix. As we enter turn number 4, we lose the back end there, we clip the curb, and we just lose the back end once again. And yeah, for some reason, just the back end just did a loosey-goosey on us, and we went round, and we've lost position. So what is looking like a race win is now looking like another comeback drive in this RFL Season 8 Championship. I feel like I've had so many of these over this season, and we begin to come back with an overtake on Cal around the outside in towards the double right-hander. He went wide, and we get the move. I've actually performed some great overtakes this season, pretty much. But now with that overtake on Cal, we now try and focus on Richie and our teammate Kirby. Kirby goes around the outside, he loses the back end there, and we pretty much gain that position there, and now we're all over Richie. And also Sora's also spun in the Mercedes, and I think he's got a damaged front wing, so he's going to have to come in and box for a new set of medium tyres. But anything can happen in this race. A safety car. We're probably waiting for a safety car pretty much, as we're in P7 right now. And I think the sooner we can get rid of Richie, the better. As Adam Lee comes into the pit lane for his stop, I think he's going to go on hard tyres. But entering lap 8, we overtake Richie. We go around the outside, and that's pretty much position. Our teammate Kirby tries to go around the outside of Richie as well, as we break in towards turn 1 and 2 chicane, but nothing really happens. We slightly extend our gap to Kirby. We're coming in towards lap 13. Checo, otherwise known who's Checo again? I forgot, but Checo comes into the pit lane for a major undercut. Lap 12, he's literally pitted on lap 12-13, so he's going to go on the hard tyres and pretty much go to the end of the race. Because of our little spin, we had to go aggressive, and I literally said that to Kirby, so we're going to come in 1 lap early to go onto. We're literally going to go onto the hard tyres. Scott actually span as well on that lap as well, so Scott also lost the position. As we kind of come in, we're going to change from the mediums to the hards. 2.3 second pit stop. There's Scott right there, but obviously Scott still needs to make his pit stop, so we're going to come home in 6th place, I think. But also Sora's on softs as well, so Sora is going to jump us. So is Checo. Obviously Checo literally did the 1 lap undercut, and as you can see, Adam Lee has also jumped us as well. He literally pitted like 3 or 4 laps before, so he's literally jumped us, but not by much. He's only jumped us by, I'd probably say, 2 seconds. yeah, literally 2 seconds. That's the gap between me and Adam Lee. Obviously we were on fresher hards as we exit the final corner. Adam Lee gets a good exit out the final corner here, and literally at this stage of the race, I didn't want to fight anyone. I didn't want to hold anyone up. I was more focused and more concerned about Scott, because if I was fighting Adam, chances are Scott would have literally joined the race, my race, and my race is not with Adam. I mean, literally, even though Adam literally came in, he started the race on softs. My race isn't with Adam, but obviously we're on the same tyres, so I know at this stage I'm literally quicker than Adam. All I need to do is just stay with him, and obviously penalties do play a massive part in this race. As you can see, Adam and Checo do have penalties, as Richie comes in from the mediums and he's going to go onto the hard tyres. We finally get rid of Adam Lee on lap 20 of this race, and now we're going to try and pull away from Adam Lee and focus on Checo. We're actually battling now for third place, believe it or not, but I'm more focused on Adam Lee and also Scott as well. So we've got to make this move done right now on lap 22. We're going to use slipstream. We're going to go on the outside. He moves quite late, does Checo, but we're going to hold it around the outside in towards turn 1, and that is a podium. That is a podium in this race. We literally span, and we were in 10th place, but we're back on the podium for lap 23. And now you're going to see a bit of a montage of the next couple of laps, pretty much. And I think I was very consistent, as Artie is out of this race. I was pretty much very consistent. I was doing mid-high 19s in this race, and I was slowly closing the gap towards Fapid and also Angelissimo in the Ferrari there, as we do pretty much. We did 19.7 and 19.8 and 19.9. And now, as you can see, with this lap, we're going to do a 19.7 as well. So we're pretty much consistent as far as doing mid-high 19s. But as we enter the final lap here, as we do 19.5, yeah, 19.5, pretty much. We're getting quicker at this stage of the race, but it's too little, too late. These last 5-6 laps were probably the most intense, you know, most concentrating laps of pretty much the entire season, because I was racing with Scott and Adam and then Sora. Sora was the quickest man, but he doesn't have enough laps to catch up. Fabicu wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Angelissimo comes home in second place, but we're going to come back once again to finish on the podium. It's a third place drive for us in this race, and yeah, that's probably the best that we could have done in this race. It's P3 finish for us in this Imola Grand Prix, and that is literally 10 points to add into the RFL Season 8 Championship. So there you have it for round 12 of the RFL Season 8 Championship. It's another combat drive, which I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of. We just seem to have the pace to try and compete for the win, but because we make one mistake, our winning drive potentially turns into a comeback drive, and it's just frustrating. I mean, we were literally the second fastest man on the track today, pretty much, as you'll see in the fast laps. Only Sora had a quicker lap time than us, but we literally had the pace in the last 10-11 laps of that race, and it's just a, you know, a what if, you know, we didn't make that mistake. We could have literally been all over Angelissimo. Obviously Adam had to come in for softs, and we were quicker than Adam. Scott made the mistake. We could have literally been in the battle for P2, maybe even the win in today's race. But listen, it could be worse. We could have not finished this race. We could have scored no points, but it's P10. Well, P10. It's 10 points in this championship, and also with the updated penalties, Sora reset the track. So it's a P3 and a P4 finish for the Alpine team as we enter the second half of this championship season. But that's that for this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Keep up with the playlist in the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.